I'm living my perfect retirement at the moment. I lived in a corporate world, and it's a very tough, you get run over by a bus, there's somebody at your desk on Monday. It's a pretty aggressive environment. I spent huge amounts of hours on a plane, in a car, living in hotels, far more than I ever did living at home for too many years. I think what it's told me, I just about the time I decided to retire, I lost a brother at 49 with cancer. Told me that, the world's a little bit more than just see how high up the corporate chain you can get, how much salary you can keep increasing. You realized it got to a point at which there's a little bit more to life than that. And my perfect retirement it was my decision, and that decision making is mine and my wife's, and the rest is all augmented with the knowledge that what we've done from an investment perspective is being looked after on an equal basis, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm Paul Lloyd. I married to my wife Vanessa for 29 years now. I'm born and bred in Shrewsbury, and I've lived here continuously as a home. Worked for a corporate engineering company for 37 years and extensively travelled with the job. Around 4 years ago now, I retired from corporate life, too much travelling, and I got an opportunity to take a package with pension, and so decided that was enough for me. I'd done enough time, so I thought that was about the right time. I suppose when I finished work, I'd been a traditional saver, so most of the things I've done, we paid off mortgages and invested in ISAs and all traditional savings. Up until that time, most of it was pretty low risk, low impact stuff, and I felt once we finished work that having generated another reasonably significant chunk of money, we needed to get a little bit more professional about what we were going to do with our money. I've been generally comfortable with the whole process. I think I've had 20 odd years of commercial management. I'm comfortable talking to people about contracts and relationships, so I was relatively happy. And as I said, I felt, or myself and my wife felt, very comfortable with the initial discussions that we had. There was no pressure selling, there was no real over-optimism trying to be generated out of what we could do. We understood we had a capital sum, we understood we were going to invest for a period of time, and I think on that basis the starting point gave a good foundation then for what subsequently has come. So I genuinely think we were very happy with the preparation. It was not over optimistic, it was not sort of over pressured, and I think subsequently the interim process of annual reviews has been good. I think the level of information has been good. The spot checking on communications and tax status, etc., has all really been what we were looking for, and I think it's fulfilled everything that we wanted out of those steps of financial planning. It took a lot of burden away from us in terms of what we were going to do. A friend of mine has a financial advisor in London, and his biggest grievance is you can't get hold of the guy. So he communicates with you when he wants to communicate with you. You rarely get access to him when you want to have access, and if you do, you go to London for it. I was adamant I didn't want to get into coming out of a corporate world to find myself negotiating with another corporate world over how my financial assets were going to be managed. So I was intent it was going to be a local financial advisor. I'm really pleased it's somebody that genuinely looks like they care about the person as much as the portfolio. So the portfolio will manage itself within the confines of the financial strategies that we agree. But the fact you can walk in, you're on first name terms, and you genuinely know that if you phone up and say, I've got an issue and I need some help, which isn't strictly on the line of the portfolio management, then you're going to get at least some input towards that. And I value that. You know, I was a faceless corporate person. You know, I don't want to spend my life dealing with them as I'm enjoying retirement.